So our party continues here in Omaha. Courtney having a great time. But the real reason why we're here is for game day. Mississippi State taking on Auburn. The parallels are everywhere. Former assistant Butch Thompson taking on his former team, and the relationships go a little bit deeper than baseball. Auburn head coach Butch Thompson finds himself in a unique position, a milestone game against old friends. Of the 297 Division I baseball teams, the Aberdeen, Mississippi native faces his former team in the biggest game the Tigers have played in more than 2 decades, beginning the College World Series against Mississippi State.
When I first saw it, I went like, are you kidding me? And then as the time has went on, I've gotten to a deeper level. I went from level 1 to level 2, and I said, this is one of the neatest things ever to get to play Mississippi State in Omaha.
Thompson recruited many of the Diamond Dogs making their second straight Omaha trip, many taking the time to reconnect with a big part of their life.
And they pull up, they're following us, and we're all sitting there ready to go, trying to get out of there. And Butch gets out of the car, and I'm like, I got to give Coach Butch a hug. So, you know, my whole team, even the ball players, there's a tremendous amount of respect. They had to get off the bus and make a point to go see Coach Butch. And I just thought it was a special piece in this game of the relationship side.
He was like a father figure to me when he was here. He genuinely cares about every single player he's ever coached, and I truly believe that. Him leaving, you know, when he left, we all knew he was going to have a great program. Everyone who's ever played for him knows what kind of leader he is, knows what kind of guy he is.
He made baseball fun, and it just feels like you're at home with the guy. And, you know, I got off the bus, gave him a hug, said, hope you're doing well. He said, say hi to your family and hope you guys do well. You know, it's just stuff like that, and he's just a really good character person, and I'll always love him and value the relationship for sure.
For Coach Butch, the relationships he's built with those that hail the maroon and white have stayed with him, even though the Plains has become home.
There's so many deep relationships that they're all rooting against us Sunday. But I hear from Mississippi State folks when we have success because of sincere relationships. As you get to a good place, this stuff's bigger than ball. There are things that are, and relationships at the end of the day are important. And I cherish every one of those real deep relationships that I have at Mississippi State.
Butch Thompson was last in Omaha with the Bulldogs back in 2013 for that national championship. But so was someone else. More from one of Mississippi State's lifelong fans coming up next after the break.
Well, some very interesting stories this year. Mississippi State coming back for the 11th time, but one man, a 91-year-old man, made the trip for his 7th College World Series, and this year he's hoping that he'll see a state championship victory.
Johnny Hurd is a Mississippi State Bulldog through and through. At 91 years old, the Brooksville native attends every baseball game at Dudy Noble, not wanting to miss a moment in Diamond Dog history. That's why he's traveled 846 miles to Omaha for his 7th College World Series, this time hopeful that it's the one he sees a state championship win.
I believe we got more hustle this year than we've ever had before. And I just enjoy seeing all of them play, but I love to see Jake. He hustles. Roddy hustles. All of them hustle. We got some boys that can hum the ball. They gonna win this thing.
Hurd has cheered his dogs on for 40 years, 30 as a season ticket holder, often fond of the Ron Polk years at the Old Dude.
That's the best team that's ever been up here, and that didn't win the World Series.
Polk was his guy, and he's been his guy ever since. And he loves all these folks. I mean, he loved Lamonis, he loved Cohen. You know, he loved all these folks, even Butch Thompson and these other assistants. Ron Polk, and the way he carried himself and his cigar smoking up in the press box, just they came up together.
He couldn't support his chosen team without his family. The Hurds always make sure he can attend every single game.
If we didn't want to go to the game, we wouldn't bring him. But I know if we had not come up here, he would have been devastated. There was no telling him no. Somebody had to get him here.
As the years go by, Johnny has been a constant at Mississippi State baseball games all throughout the country, each year being more amazed than the one before.
It's just unbelievable that little old team down in Starksville, Mississippi can play with folks like these other schools. I'm proud of the fact that they've been here. How many folks all over the United States can say they've been to 7 World Series with their team?
Not many.
That's right. But you have to live a long time, too.
So the party is just about to begin, Courtney. 6:30 first pitch, Mississippi State and Auburn. Who you got?
Got to go with Mississippi State. Ethan Small, just too good on the mound.
I agree with you completely. And so let's talk about what's your favorite. What's your favorite here?
The food here, impeccable. Love all of it so far. The stuffed mushroom is just amazing.
Magnifique. We want more. I think we're going to go try and run and go grab some seconds.
Absolutely.
Once this is over.
Gotta fill up to have all that energy for this great baseball game we're about to watch, Tom.
That's right. And so first pitch, 6:30, Mississippi State, Auburn. It's going to be a great baseball game. Make sure you tune in tonight at 10 on WCBI Sports. We'll have a full recap of the game, everything going on. Thank you so much for joining us for our special. It's game time. Let's make it happen. Tom Ebel, Courtney Robb for WCBI Sports. We'll see you next time.
WCBI sports coverage of the NCAA College World Series is brought to you in part by Monroe County Farm Bureau, Jackson Square Storage, Bill Cunningham, attorney at law, and Bank First, a better way to bank.